Capricorn, look at this. Look at these nails. I don't know what's going on. I just don't know, Cappies. Just don't talk about me bad. Just don't talk about me too bad. So this is going to be your Aries. Look at that. We even got an evil eye earring that some kind of way found its way in. And then how fitting for the Cappies, because my Mambo Sierra, let me get this turned around, made these for me. She's a Capricorn. So I don't know. I must have took them off last night and just put them here because I'm like, how did they even get in here? So Mambo Sierra, pay attention to the reading. Just because your earring was in there, it may be something in here for you. Alrighty, Cappies. You know how we do this. We're going to start with the bones and the curios first. And then we're going to move into with some confirmation from the tarot. And then we're going to follow up with some advice from the Empath Oracle. Kind of like, what do you need to do right now? Or maybe even if the message is too harsh, maybe it may soothe you, Cappies. All right. So let's see. Let me throw all these in. Up. Ancestors were like, let's fall out already. Oh, love, heart falling out. Dun 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 dun. All right. Oh, got to get the little skeleton hand. We got everything. All right. Capricorn spirit. Any guidance, any messages? Capricorn. Let's see what we have. All right. The good thing is in the money sector, we have something with unemployment that crosses over into health. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean that you're losing your job. It could be that some of you, the job is becoming a little bit stressful. Some of you are trying to manifest something that's better because the manifestation health is in your health sector. This could be, I want to get better. I may have been sick, or my sickness or something that's going on with me is affecting my money. And it depends on what it could be. We have the hat, could be your head, could be headaches, could be your mental stability. Something that is going on with you is affecting the way that you're trying to make money, especially if you have a business, because unemployment could be self-employment. But we have something with stress that's coming in. Some of you could be starting a business and you're stressed. I feel like this is overthinking. But you do have the devil head that is showing in your bad spell work sector. And we have a bullet casing that is shooting straight up. We have evil eye. We have the vertebrae, stand your ground. And then we have the stress heart. Some of y'all are stressed out. You're feeling discombobulated. This poor person over here is bent all out of shape. Their legs are bent up towards their chest. This also could be trying to self-soothe yourself, Cappies. And that's in your health sector. You're stressed. Some of y'all are stressed out. Could be stressed about money because it is crossing over into money. Evil eye is there, so some of you could be working with someone that is really not supporting you, or somebody who's trying to stress you out. That could be why some of you are thinking about, I want to go ahead and start my own business. Some of you were supposed to start your business a long time ago. I think the issue is that there may be something with consistency that is coming in. We have the vertebrae here. And then we have a femur, and it's kind of like stand your ground. Be focused. Stand up for what you believe in. Some of you, you're very empathic because the evil eye energy in your money sector is bothering you. It's bothering you. So this is somebody that possibly you make money with. They cross over your money. There may be something with them having some type of connection with your livelihood, and you feel the energy from this person. This person may not even be talking to you, but you feel energy coming across. If some of you are trying to get a job, because unemployment for some of you could be that you haven't had a job in a while, and you might need to bring in a job. Some for play, not just because, I got to pay bills. You could be retired, and Spirit is like, get you a little, a little side gig or something so you can make you some vacation money. Or if you are, this could be, I'm stressed out. I need to go somewhere. I need to travel and go somewhere. I do see travel coming in. Some of you could be traveling somewhere where you're meeting a loved one. Some of you could be traveling because it's a place that you love, like a city or an environment. Let's see. 8 of Wands, we have messages coming in. from a Queen of Wands, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Some of you could be traveling where there's a fire energy at. And we do have possibly opportunities to make money. We have Jack of Pentacles. But I feel like that there's something in with finances. A few of you, there may be even a big move, a new home that's coming in. Maybe you're traveling somewhere to scope out the location. Three of Cups is showing a lot of options. 3 options when it comes to a home. Your eyes open. So I think some of y'all are definitely traveling to maybe scope out a location. Maybe you want to relocate, or you're trying to find a place and it's like, let me travel here, let me visit somebody. And it could be a female figure. Let me visit this person to see if this is where I want to live. I am getting, we have the dog, which could be a friend, somebody that you're close to, and it's crossing over into family and also travel. Some of you might be going to travel out somewhere to meet somebody that you consider a friend. We also have this Virgin Mary, the spiritual medallion. This could be for a spiritual connection. This could be some type of retreat. This could be some type of spiritual event or religious event that is connected with this. And you might be meeting some people there. I do see in your good luck sector, there is the anchor, which is really good, and it's in the upright. And this is about positive things that are coming in. Stability. Something that brings stability in. For some of you, it could be a new home. It could be a move. It could be a connection with somebody. I see some conversations that are coming in. This might even be opportunity of how do we make money? How do we make some money? I feel like that there is something that's coming in with a female, whether this person is a client or a real estate agent or even somebody that you see as a friend. It's almost like maybe there's an opportunity that is going there. Now, when it comes to family, there's a loss of money. We have the claw. And then we have the skeleton hand in the upright. Some of you be really careful about loaning out money, doing things for free, doing favors for people. Family could be your biological family. It could be your adopted family. It could be your spiritual family. It could be a job or an organization that you stay at or work at, and these people are like family to you, or this is like your second home. We do have some clause where it's like something is being taken away, like gimme, 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 gimme. So it could be too that you need to be very careful with your finances this month and what you're doing. Some of you, I think that you're you have a good heart. You do a lot of things for free. And I think your spirits are telling you, because it's right next to this Virgin Mary medallion, that look, you need to make some money. 9 of Pentacles is under her. This is like, I need to be paid. If you're working with an Ezra Lee in Vodou, she's like, look, I want some Chanel perfume. I want some nice stuff. Bring some money. Bring some money. It's like I see people taking money away from you. The cowrie shell is upside down. For some of you, this is spirit. Angel wings are right there. The spirit is saying, look, I need you to manage your money a little bit better because I need some money. Now, this could be too, if this is an upkeep, somebody's grave, maybe they want you to go ahead and instead of, borrowing money or letting people borrow money from you or being at Starbucks, 7 days a week, they're like, look, come put some flowers out. This is somebody on the other side that definitely is talking to you. For some of you with the Virgin Mary, it could be a Ezra Lee Freda, Ezra Lee Danto. There's a lot that go into the Ezra Lee family. So get in where you fit in with that. Really pay attention to who's talking to you, because they're telling you, get it together with your finances. I see a lot of emotion when it comes to family. I feel like with the claw there could be some anger issues that are coming in. There may be a loss of money because it is. Let's see what the badge is, because this could be like a legal situation. Where is the badge? Hold up. Question mark. It's in the middle. What is your center? You even have a water spirit that's really talking to you. So the badge is in spirit messages. Yep, upside down with the demon head on top of it. And let's see what the card is. So some of you, we have the Jack of Cups. This could be a water energy, a young water energy, or somebody that is not in control of their emotions. So this could be a child for some of you, a child that is, um, they're highly emotional. There could be some anger there. For some of you, this could be a biological child, adopted child. And if you are in a spirituality and you have godchildren, some of this could even be a godchild that's having some type of emotional outburst. It looks like part of the issue could be finances. Somebody's overwhelmed because money is upside down. But we got demon head and money is on top of this. So is this somebody who is making you lose money? Are you having to spend money out because somebody is throwing fits or a tantrum? Some of you could be dealing with a really nasty person that is causing some type of money loss. You could be interceding. Trickster energy is coming in on top of this, you guys. Be really careful of people that you are being baited with this month. This could be somebody that they start an argument at your job and you act a fool, and then next thing you know, you're suspended for a week and you lose money. Or you could have somebody who's stressing you out, and mentally it's like, okay, I'm over this. For some of you, you're dealing with a really nasty energy. Trickster energy is there. Demon head is there. Money loss is on top. Some of you, this could even be in a legal situation. This could be domestic violence or something like that, or some type of violence where you may have to pay out a ticket. Somebody has anger issues. They're not all there. So I would even possibly look into some type of therapy with them, because it's showing this person is allowing their emotions to take over, and not in a good way. And we do have the handcuffs coming in with love. So I'm wondering if for some of you, this could be somebody that you care about. Some of you could be interceding for a friend or somebody who's going through a hard time. I would say check on your people this month. I have about a handful of Cappies that I love, and honestly, when one goes into cocoon, one comes out, and then they might be out for a month, and then they get tired of people in or whatever, and then they go into cocoon, and then the other one comes out. And I'm always fussing. We can't never all go to lunch together, y'all. We can't all ever do dinner together because they're on different cycles. And it's like, what the hell? And you would think that they would understand that I need all of us to be on the same cycle. It doesn't work that way, Cappies. It doesn't work that way. Some of y'all, I don't know, you're feeling bound by something. Bound by somebody that you love, bound by something that you love, but it's starting to make you feel trapped. And I feel like there's some confusion that's going in. I do see that there are spirits that are watching. And in the good spell work we do, we have the dead. We have a lot of communication. A lot. Good luck spell work. Education. Education brings in money. Ancestors and the dead are in agreement with this, because it looks like that there's a move that needs to come in, and you need this money to come in to make this move. But I am getting a lot of messages, and I think for some of you, they're coming in your dreams. Pay attention to your meditations, write in your journal, because you have a lot of spirit messages that are coming in. Some of it is about going to school. Some of it is about getting educated. A few of it is that there's a move that's coming in, or you need to be prepared for a move. Let's look at your center. You have travel that's coming in. So I feel like some of you are going to be traveling within the next, 2 dots, 2 weeks, 2 months. Some of you are even trying to get into a different country or something like that. So it could be a big move for some of you. If there's travel that's coming in, this could be like, okay, I want to travel to a different city, different state to see if this is somewhere that I want to stay or move, because we have travel and new home. Some of you, if you've been thinking about a home or looking for something, it's not where you're at. It's in a different city, different state, or different country. Evil eye energy is in your center, and we have your blossom upside down, which means some of you, you're not moving at your full potential. And it's because you have a lot of judgment, or either obstacles or interference that's coming in. And it's coming in from multiple people, you guys. So pay attention to the people that you're with. And this is even on social media. Some of you, you're not close to these people, which means there could be a distance there. It also could be, too, that this is social media. You may have some issues coming in. I see a lot of, when it comes to love, we got money coming in. We got a lot of talking. We got the handcuffs. This could be possessive of somebody, but not in a bad way. Maybe you're with somebody who wants to be handcuffed, or they want you to be more possessive with them. Or this could be even somebody wanting marriage, because the handcuffs are like, I want to join. I want to join myself to you. It's not a negative energy. I do see a transformation in love. If you are dealing with a relationship that's too possessive, it's going to change. If you're dealing with a relationship where somebody needs more attention, it looks like it's going to change, because we have the butterfly. Transformation is there. So I will say there's a lot of talking. Some of you, though, you could be making money doing something that you absolutely love, or you could be making money with somebody that you do love. Power couple. If you have any type of legal situation that's coming in this month, stay on top of it, because if you don't, it may come back and bite you in the butt. I feel like some of you could be revisiting a business idea. This may be something that you keep starting over and over again, because I feel like there's a lack of focus on this, Cappies. Spirit is kind of like, let's stop. Let's get it. Let's get it. Nine of Pentacles is there, and I feel like that King of Pentacles is there. Some of you, your crown is upside down, which means you don't think that you have what it takes to make this business a success. But 10 of Diamonds is there. You got to get out of your head. Open road key is there. King of Pentacles, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo energy. But the crown is upside down. You're doubting yourself. This is overthinking. This is perfectionism paralysis, like Jazz always tells me. I want it to be perfect, and if it's not perfect, I'm not going to do it, and I'm not going to make any money. Or I have doubts that this looks the way that I want it to look. And honestly, I completely understand that, because I have the same thing, and it's a horrible energy. But what it does is it makes you start something over and over and over and over again, and you get caught up or trapped in some type of loop. I want to do this. You tried for 1 or 2 months, then you drop it. I want to create this. You tried for 1 or 2 months, and then you drop it. There's an energy of not finishing some things, and something that you're trying to birth has a key. Open road is there. Some of you, you definitely have somebody from the past who's coming back. Spirit is telling you this. I feel like this person is playing games. So be really careful that you're not being caught up in something where this person is saying a lot, but there's no action. I do see a lot of spiritual growth that's coming to you in your home or your house. So this could be that you're doing something differently that connects you to your ancestors, or your Orisha, or your Loa, or even just the spirits, the house spirits that are there. This could be even a spiritual business in your home. There even may be some type of spiritual awakening that is happening for some of you, but it looks like that is happening on a personal level. Now let's see. We have some changes coming in the next 3 to 5 months, but trickster energy was up there. Like I said, some of y'all are going to be dealing with energy that causes you some type of money loss, or you might be even causing this energy some type of money loss, because the money is, they're upside down and their money is upside down on them. I think this is literally somebody that y'all might be going to battle with. If this is somebody that you work with, and the devil head is there, and this person is trying to cause problems for you, Cappies, y'all gonna flip it. You're gonna cause problems for this person, because something is unraveling. They're unraveling. Their outfit is unraveling on 2 sides. So this is somebody, they might have been trying to make you unravel, but it's showing up here, you flip it. They're not as powerful, and there's a loss of money on top of them. So be really careful what you're spending, and that could be where Spirit is saying, be real careful what you're spending, because there may be some money lost, but maybe you're reversing that energy. Somebody could have been working your money, you're reversing it, and now they're losing their money. Be real flexible. Some of you are, I feel like that you are not sure about what direction that you're going in. Let's see. Yeah, it's almost like I'm trying to build something, create something, but it's not happening exactly the way I want. And that's why Spirit is saying be flexible with this hip joint. I am seeing that there is cutting off a female, but we saw that last month. Um, the coffin nail is here, and then the sword is here. Some of y'all are really any type of negativity, any type of negative energy. It's like I'm not dealing with it. I'm cutting it off. And for some of you, it is female energy. Um, there is something too. We have an older female and a younger female. So we have something that's going on with the bullet casing, and it could be if this is conflict or whatever, you're cutting away the conflict. Like, we're not going to do this. And then we got be flexible here. So I think something is definitely going to be happening this month, possibly with a friend, possibly with a daughter, or a female that maybe you are helping or you see as a good friend or a person um, that you're going to have to deal with because of conflict. Now, the catcher's mitt is here in your money, and this is showing even though evil eye energy is there, you got opportunities that are coming in. Chicken is there. This is chattering, talking. And then we have the sun. So it looks like a lot of you, your finances are going to get better by running your mouth, networking, being on social media. Maybe you have a podcast. Maybe you have, I don't know, you talk about cooking, a cooking show. You have an OnlyFans. Something is coming in financially with conversation and networking, building yourself up. Play. Don't take yourself too seriously this month, because some of you, I feel like something is not manifesting the way you want and there's stress. We have the vertebrae. Stand your ground. Stand your ground. Some of you, hold your head up. You have a lot of people where they're looking down. It's like they're looking at the ground. So it could be insecurities, self-esteem issues, Cappy. All right? But I do feel like you got a lot of things that are opening up. Some of you, I just think you're overthinking a situation. There's a lot of mental stuff where it looks like that it's blocked. And some of you, though, you are dealing with a nasty energy or a person that has nasty energy, and maybe that's taking a toll on you. Capricorn, Capricorn, Capricorn spirit. Any guidance, any messages? Capricorn, Capricorn, Capricorn. Anything that they need to hear. Capricorn for this month. Capricorn. Cards are not even sliding in right. Some of y'all, I think there's just some confusion about what I want to do. For a few of you, it looks like that you're starting your own business. Some of you are going back to school. Some of you may be looking at the people around you, but your crown is upside down, and this is self-esteem. This is like, I need to work on me. I need to work on feeling more confident, especially with the vertebrae there. I think some of you are really picking up on the energy around you, and it's affecting you, especially if it's negative energy. You might need to take some spiritual baths. All right, let's see. All right, so Two of Pentacles, we have juggling money. My money's funny. I'm going around and around in cycles with money. Ten of Cups in reverse, sorrow, family quarrels, stress, relationships, worry. We saw that stress. We saw some stuff going on with the claw and things in the family sector. So some of you, it looks like that you're having family problems, and it could be pulling on your money. This could be one, somebody gets arrested. You got to go get them out of jail. There may have been some things that were broken in the house that you need to replace. It could be that somebody is not in a good space and therapy is there and you got to pull out. Some of you are already pulled thin with the way your finances are, and you're worried about how that's going to affect you. Let's see. King of Wands in reverse. We have prideful, overbearing, stubborn energy. So it's almost like there's something going on. I'm stressed, I'm worried about it, but I'm too stubborn to really dig in deep. This is kind of digging your feet in and being like, no, I'm not going to do it. No, I'm not going. And it may have been that there was something that was planned and you losing money or something, or there's just the energy of, I'm tired of doing the same thing over and over and over. Two of Pentacles is like a loop, doing the same thing over and over again. Some of you, I think, too, are bored. You're bored. It's like I do the same shit. I wake up, eat breakfast, take a nap, look at TV, go back down, sleep, eat dinner. And then some of you might be having issues with children in your household or people in your household. And it's like, I'm too prideful to ask for help, or I'm just stubborn. Maybe you're not sure what to do with it. Yeah, Ace of Cups in reverse, emptiness, depression, self-absorption. I don't know what to do, so I'm just gonna kind of pull back into my own energy because I'm depressed. I think when y'all money gets funny, some people it hits them hard. I have a few friends that are like that. I don't know, it used to. Money used to do me like that. I remember when I got my divorce, I used to be like, oh my God, my bank account only has $5 in, and it would just ruin my whole fucking week because you got to pay bills, you got to put gas in your car, you got to put groceries. When I tell you, money would always be there. Like spirit, God would always make sure that it was there. And when I realized that, I stopped worrying about it. It's like, here, you stop doing that. Stop doing it. Stop thinking that negativity into your bank account. And my bank account started to flourish. And it was weird because it literally was changing the mindset. Now, I understand the energy. But some of y'all, there's a poverty thinking. And if anybody has ever been poor and don't have the money, you understand poverty. Poverty thinking is once that bank account gets to a certain point, I ain't got no money and I'm fixing to struggle. And it is not a very comfortable feeling. In fact, it's very uncomfortable. Some of y'all are feeling this. And that could be why spirit is like, okay, there is something with unemployment, or there is something with having to get a little job, or something following through with a business, because maybe this money thing is really taking you, in a negative space. King of Cups reverse. We have cold-hearted. We have taken advantage of a situation. Some of y'all are dealing with somebody that's pulling on your energy, and they're manipulating you. And I'm not sure why they're doing it. There also is, if this is not you, this could be a friend or family member, and you're watching this go on, and you're trying to figure out how to help, because we definitely have an abuser in the midst. We have somebody that is very cold-hearted, and they're taking advantage of a situation. Eight of Swords, crisis, self-restriction, being trapped. But Eight of Swords, we know, is being stuck in your own energy, your own head. It's not spirit holding you back. It's not people holding you back. It literally is your thought process, because this is self-sabotage. So some of you, I think you're dealing with somebody, if this is not you, that's sabotaging their life. This could be you. For some of you, it may be. It's like, I'm going through some stuff. I'm having a hard time, but I'm too prideful to ask for help. I'm too stubborn to ask for help. I feel empty. I feel depressed. I'm cold-hearted. And I'm in crisis. I feel trapped. I feel trapped by obstacles. If this is not you, Cappy, this is going to be somebody that you're connected to. They're hopeless. They're feeling hopeless. And with Knight of Cups in the reverse, we have manipulation, hidden motivations, deceit. If this is you, you got to ask yourself, what am I getting out of this? If I'm going through this energy and I'm not trying to get any help, and I'm not asking for help, I'm not taking medicine, I'm not going to therapy, what exactly are you doing with the energy? If this is people around you that are going through this, and it's like, okay, how do I fix this? Some of you may be starting to feel manipulated by this energy, whether this is you or you're doing this for some other people. Eight of Swords is kind of like self-sabotage, but you also have that moment where you sit back and you're like, okay, wait a minute. Am I hurting myself, or am I helping myself? For some of you, I think that this is that nasty energy that we saw up there. You could be getting into quarrels with somebody that's very arrogant. They're very stubborn. They're very cold-hearted. And because of their energy, they're making something feel very restricted. And I think somebody is actually trying to hold somebody back. There's a lot of manipulation and deceit that's going on. Hidden motivations. Could be somebody that you work with. Could be somebody in your family. Four of Wands in reverse, betrayal. Feeling under pressure, feeling taken advantage of. So we got two things where it's like I'm doing a lot and I don't feel like I'm getting anything out of it, or I feel like that I'm being taken advantage of. But it comes in after the Eight of Swords. Is this really somebody taking advantage of you, or are you just assuming that you're being taken advantage of? Are we dealing with somebody, though, that is nasty? Because we got two different energies. We do have a nasty energy up there that could be causing problems. Is this person stuck in this Eight of Swords energy? Woe is me. Nothing ever goes my way. I'm going to make everybody else miserable because I'm miserable. There's manipulation on top of that. Some of y'all might be dealing with somebody that is just like, pay attention to me. Pay attention to me. I want to be the victim. There's victim energy here. And for some of you, you are playing the victim role. And for some, there is actually a victim in the midst, or somebody that feels like they are, but manipulation is on top of that. We have betrayal and discord, chaos, 7 of Swords, underhand, cunning. Damn, what the hell, Cappies? Let's see. Strength in reverse, weakness, lack of self-discipline, egoism. So some of you, y'all are going to be battling somebody that just feels like that they're God's gift. And they might be causing problems for you or problems for people around you. I keep hearing like that bitch need to be taken down. Need to be taken down. Whoever he or she is, male bitch, female bitch, that bitch needs to be taken down. Now, maybe you don't feel strong enough. If this is you having to deal with this, it may be like, I don't even know how to take the bitch down. I know I ain't going to be able to monetize this video. That's okay. Y'all just hear it straight through. There is, some of y'all are being manipulated, and it's causing problems. And some of y'all are the manipulator. Because we got prideful, stubborn. I don't want the help. Some of you, this is in your family, though. You could be dealing with a spouse, a partner, and this person is like, I don't want your help. But we have something with emptiness and depression. Cold-hearted, 8 of Swords, self-imposed bondage, being stuck, manipulation there. For some of you, if this is somebody that's working, it's like, I'm not trying to get you to move forward. I don't want you to get this promotion. I'm trying to cause problems for you. 8 of Pentacles, fruits of your labor, earn success, which is good. This is like, okay, let's pull it together. Let's move towards this money. Let's get this coin going. But to do that, withdrawn is, I got to pull away. 3 of Cups in reverse. Loss of a group, loss of friends. Some of you are there's an energy of, I got to do this by myself. But I don't think you have to. Because the 3rd card is showing I'm prideful. I'm stubborn. And then we have emptiness, depression, cold-hearted. I don't think you have to do it by yourself if this is your energy. I think you want to do it by yourself because you don't want to fuck with people. 8 of Swords for some of you is, I don't want to come out of this energy, self-imposed bondage, and then manipulation on that. Look at me. I'm sad. I'm in this energy. And I don't think that you're doing it in a way that you are even thinking that it's manipulation. I think that it's a mental. I think it's something that's going on. Under pressure. It's showing the world has gotten heavy, and I'm having a hard time focusing on what this is. I'm having a hard time coming out of it. I don't think that this is a mindful thing, Cappies. So I'm not going to insult y'all and say y'all playing the victim. I think some of y'all, this is just the energy that comes in and it takes over. And it's like, okay, I don't know how to get out of it because 8 of Swords, self-imposed bondage, restriction, feeling trapped. Manipulation is there though. There's something that you get out of it. For some of you, you're dealing with somebody who is trying to make you feel that way or trying to make a situation feel this way. That's the nasty energy. 9 of Wands, battling of will. That's mind. Determination. A battling of will. I'm withdrawing because I'm in a battle in my head. I'm in a battle with my mind. Somebody may have triggered though. If not somebody, it was money. Something triggered this energy. The first thing that comes off is money. I ain't got no money. I'm tired of going around and around in circles. Money, 1, 2, a mindset of same shit, different day. I'm tired of it. Sorrow. And now I got to go here and deal with this family. I got to deal with these kids. I got to deal with this other stuff on top of my shit that I'm not happy with. And then I am prideful. I don't want to ask anybody for any help. I don't want the support. I'm stubborn. I want to do it myself. But depression, emptiness, cold-hearted. So instead of actually putting action into it, all you're doing is shutting down. 8 of Swords, self-imposed bondage. For some of you, though, if this is an outside source that's causing this energy, you're going to shut them down. That's where that sword was over here at the bad spell work. Some of you, it could be that you are being worked. You're the magician. In reverse, some of y'all are. Some of y'all are in the spiritual battle. And I was trying to figure out, like, what the hell is going on? If this is not you, some of you could be interceding for somebody who's in a spiritual battle, and that energy may overtake you. Make sure you're cleansing yourself. But there's a spiritual battle that's going on. You're fighting for something. Some of you fighting for your mind. Some you're fighting for money. Some, this is a fight for somebody else, and you just decided to step in the middle of it and pull out a sword. I don't know where you're going with this sword. Don't y'all have horns or rams or some shit? But hey, maybe you got the rams and the sword, Cappy. Get it. Do what you need to do. But yeah, this is a spiritual battle. Empress. Trying to birth something, and you're fighting. You're fighting to be able to do this. I'm trying to create. I'm trying to give birth to something. I'm trying to have this new beginning. I'm trying to build this new business. But we got Death card in reverse, depression, unable to do it. Spiritual battle. Some of you definitely need cleanses. A few of you, if you're in a cycle where you're doing the same thing over and over again, you've gotten stuck in something, and it's like you got to break the cycle because there's a battle that's going on. There's a battle. Are you going to get past this depression? Slow movement. So yes. Yes. 5 of Cups, reverse, renewal, release from sadness, moving on, making new plans. It's a temporary energy. I think some of y'all are going through it this month. I really do. It depends on where you are at the cycle. Some of you just came out of this cycle. Some of y'all are just going into this cycle. It's a spiritual battle, though. It's either a spiritual battle or a mental battle. And to be honest, I think mental battles are spiritual battles. Some of y'all are fighting with your mind. Some of you, there's an outside battle that's coming in where you're actually fighting a magician. You're fighting a witch, Ugana or Mambo or Tata, Baba, whatever. You're fighting somebody. Victory is there, but Spirit is saying you have to be focused and you have to be determined to get that. Some of you, that depression or falling back is gonna mess you up because it's gonna kind of give them a area to swing at, a weakness to swing at. You're gonna have to really strengthen up your reserves, ward yourself, wear protection jewelry, ward your house, because some of you, I feel like the attack was your mind, your head first. The crown is upside down. I don't feel confident. I don't feel strong. I don't feel like that I can stand in this fight. But victory is yours, but you got to put your head back in the game, Cappy. You got to put your head back. Some of y'all, I think what y'all tried to do was go back into that cocoon. And I hate to tell you this, but the cocoon ain't fixing to save you. You're in a battle. It's time to go ahead and put some protection oil on your horn or your ram and get out there and kick ass. All right. Let's see. Set limits with draining people. No. When people are depleting you, kindly set a limit, such as I only have 10 minutes to listen. Such self-care is respectful and empowering. Assert your authentic needs. Stop trying to be what other people want you to be. What do you need? Say it. Speak up. That was that vertebrae. Stand your ground. In a kind, confident tone, speak your needs rather than hiding them. And I told you, some of y'all are going in that cocoon trying to hide from the world. It ain't going to happen. As soon as you stick your head back out, the same shit is waiting. It's waiting. In a kind, confident tone, speak your needs rather than hiding them. Empower yourself by being authentic, being who you really are. Stop trying to live what other people want you to live. Be really comfortable with who you are. If you want to go out there and roll in the mud in your yard, do it. Some of y'all are trying to create something that is not yours. It's for other people, and you're going to end up feeling very trapped. Self-sabotage is going to be there. Set clear boundaries. So we got 2 cards that are basically about boundaries. Empower yourself by setting limits, such as saying no to requests, socializing yes, less, be kind. Self-care creates more respect. Now, self-care and setting boundaries doesn't necessarily mean that you hide. Some of y'all, I think the cocoon is there. And you're using it as a form of hiding. It's not going to work, because the same thing is going to be waiting when you come out. You're going to have to deal with the people in your life. Opinions are the lowest form of knowledge. Don't be thrown off by others' opinions. Simply say, I appreciate your input and do what intuitively feels right to you. And in your final card, release shame. If you've been shamed for being sensitive or anything else, tell yourself, I'm ready to release this shame. I am lovable and a caring person. Oh, okay, we got to go with the next one. Let go of being a martyr. Some of y'all are falling into that energy of let me sacrifice myself for the greater good. What greater good are you trying to sacrifice for? Everybody else is living their life. Find a balance between giving and receiving. It's not healthy to give too much that you feel ill or exhausted. Some of you, this martyr card was that whole top row. I'm just going to do this. I'm prideful. I don't need nobody's help. I'm going to fall on the sword for everybody. For what? Humanity? Y'all see what's going on in the Middle East? Y'all see what kind of stuff is going on in this world? Whose sword you falling on? Whose sword are you falling on? Take care of yourself. Build your life. Be authentic in your life. You can't do anything for anybody else if you're not healthy and strong, right? Some of you be really careful that you're not taking in other people's stuff. And I think it's just an empath in you that's like, I got to do it. But make sure that the sword that you're falling on for somebody else is worth it, Cappy. Or else you're going to get burned or burned out. Or either end up in some little institution blowing, air bubbles. Be really cautious about what you are inviting into your life. Really focus on your strength of your mind, your body. You guys, you really need to do this. And for some of you, the cycles need to be broke. If they're not proactive and they're not bringing action, they need to be broken. All right, my Cappies, I love you. You got this.